cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up, kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait, cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do?
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need?
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. On second down, a run with Breida. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
13. No. I got you. 11. Hey, echo.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. throwing. Hundley. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Hey, gun. 21. Here we go. Hey, Haywood!
Defense, let's go. Hey, 50 to Mike.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Check. Kill.
Hey, zoom.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And got his man complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 91 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they need it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Pettis on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners are going on offense. 1st and 10. An update now from Oakland. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Breida. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert! 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 11.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, gun. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, exit. 58, right.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
One, Omaha. Lock. 6.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Switch. Shift. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hundley. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards the pickup there.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Grant. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Corey Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. It's like word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride.
Here we go.
Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Hey, gun. 13. Hey, alert. Hey, seam 6.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double dog. That's the way. Deuce. Go. Go. 49. Check 49. 6 guys.
Here's Grant. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
12. Check. Go. 50, Mike 50. Come on.
Mike 50. Big stop. Let's go. Under 10. 10.
I got this.
Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft, played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign, 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo gives to Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They will run with Grant. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Whip. Watch the whip. Check 9. Watch twist. Check.
On 3rd down, Grant. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
On the ready. Mike 57. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's see what you got. Watch the safety creek. He's checking.
This is Grant. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Hundley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. It's Grant. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 2nd and 11 now. Hundley. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Right back to him on first down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Here's Andy Lee now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Here we go. Hey, watch this.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Check. Lucky. 36.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Here we go.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
I got you.
Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
Hey, gun.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We own them. White. I got this.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Brooks Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check. 11. Hey, alert. Hey, orbit.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got him in. Complete. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 99 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Ty Montgomery, former star at nearby Stanford. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 13 yards out. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Here we go. 180. All day, baby, all day.
On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Breida. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
65.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
21, 21. 26. 21, 21. Hey, high 7.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Grant. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. No, no, no.
Well, they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I got you. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They go back to Grant. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cards, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, what else is new? They fall again. That's now 10 straight losses to start the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish 'em. Mess around with me and I diminish 'em all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the result, I'm better than all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, but watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up.